Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Melissa, if you don't already know. If you can't tell by the caption, we're talking about something personal today. So if you don't like me, you don't like my channel, you don't like what I post, I'd appreciate it if you really didn't watch it. Because it is very personal. So the church asked me to make a testimonial on my high school life and how I reacted to certain situations in high school. It's really on bullying, and in high school I had a really, really rough time. I think it was more because I was different than anything, and I really didn't know God at that point. I started off high school going in and not knowing what I wanted, and I was also maturing, so of course I'm gonna do immature things, I'm gonna make immature decisions, and I mean, a lot of those things I do regret, but I also don't, because it made me who I am today. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm making this video, because it's something that I've wanted to make for a long time, and I just didn't have the courage to do, and I never had the courage to talk to anybody about it. And I feel like by posting this video and by making this video, I can help out so many people and give them just somebody to talk to and somebody to believe in that can help them, So when I was in high school, I was varsity cheerleader. I wasn't, the most athletic, but I did sports, and I was a good kid going into high school. I really was. And not knowing God, it really, didn't do me well. I was trying to fill this void in my heart with all these things that everybody else said to do, and it was the thing to do. And in high school, that's all it is you do what everybody else is doing because it's the cool thing to do and you want to fit in. And you don't. It's so much better to be different and to be you and to believe in yourself and who you are. And I just lost myself. I didn't do that. My sophomore year is whenever things started getting really bad. I was dating the wrong people for the wrong reasons. I was doing things for the wrong reasons. And that's when it started. I started getting bullied when I was a sophomore in high school, 15 years old. And I had a lot of friends, I guess you could say, friends. And I would hang out with everybody from everywhere, from Ingleside, Corpus, Frio, Woodsboro, everywhere. I had friends everywhere. And the only reason I had friends everywhere was because I felt like I didn't have friends in high school. I didn't have people I could talk to in high school, and everybody, I felt like, hated me. Like, I hated myself, and I just didn't know what to do. And I started doing bad things and treating people wrong and not really caring about anybody but myself, but in the wrong way. I didn't believe in God. I didn't believe in doing anything right. I just did whatever I did because it was for myself. And it made me feel like I was doing something right. And it took a toll on me. You notice, a lot of people notice my demeanor changing and who I was. I just lost it. I lost myself. And going into the summer of my sophomore year, I had no friends. All of my friends hated me. Everybody hated me. I would eat lunch in the bathroom or in Miss Knotsman's room because I had no friends, and I was afraid to eat in the lunchroom because I was afraid that I wouldn't have anybody to sit with. And so I avoided the cafeteria, I avoided conflict, I avoided people. My junior year is whenever it got really, really bad. I had to not cheer, not do anything, because I made the wrong decisions. And once I made those decisions, I couldn't take it back, and I had to just pay the price for what I did. So here I was, my junior year, 16 years old, paying the price for everything that I ever did, and it hurt me. It really did. There were girls who would say such mean things to me for whatever reason it was that they didn't like me. There was one time, and it stuck with me forever. A girl on social media told me, "I'll kill you and I'll make it look like an accident." And it's really stuck with me forever. Like, it's not something you can just get rid of. It's not something that you can just make go away, because you're going to think about it for the rest of your life. I would get text messages saying that people were going to do these things to me. They were going to mess up my life. They were going to tell everybody about the things I've done. They were going to send out pictures of me. There was just, the list went on, and I would cry myself to sleep every night, and it got bad. It got really bad. It got to the point where I was skipping school. I wasn't going to school. I wouldn't go to social events like basketball games, volleyball games, stuff like that. I just wouldn't go. I started skipping classes because certain people were in those classes and I would avoid them. And there were just so many things that I just couldn't get away from. And it was like all my mistakes just kept following me, and I hated myself. And I got to the point in my life where I thought it would be better if I was just gone, because everybody hated me. I hated myself. And that's the year that I had 7 suicide attempts. And not one of them went through. I didn't. Obviously, I'm here today. And my mom didn't know what to do. It was a bit crazy. My mom didn't know what to do. She tried looking for help for me. She had to make people watch me at school. I just didn't believe in myself anymore. After all this happened, I decided that I needed to believe in something bigger than myself, and I needed to do something about this, because here I was on my final suicide attempt, and I was ready. I was ready to go. I was ready to be gone. And it was selfish of me, because there were so many people that I was going to leave behind. And luckily, my mom found me and she kind of saved me. That's when she started going to church. And I thank God that it happened all at the time that it did. I used to let so many things get to me, and I would never say anything about it. I would never do anything. I just let it happen. And I finally started going to church with my parents. And that's when I found God. And that's when I realized that my life was worth so much more. And I was worth so much more. And I needed to believe in myself, because nobody else did. And once I started going to church and I found God, and I realized that I was a better person, I became so much happier. And I started going to church often and doing better things for myself and just not listening to anybody and worrying about me and doing better for myself. And I started making friends, and I started hanging out with people that liked me for me, you know, and they didn't judge me for what I'd done in the past. They didn't even care about my past. It was just in the moment, and we were friends, and we did things together, and we had fun. And now I look back at where I was 3 years ago, and I just thank God that He saved me, you know. And it was like everything happens for a reason. It really does. And maybe all of that happened to me because I needed to grow up. I needed to believe in something else. I needed to believe in myself. And I really, really wish that back then I could have been more open-minded about believing in something. And now that I am, I cannot tell you how happy I am. And I really hope that this video helps with anybody who has any kind of issues at all, or they just need somebody to talk to. I'm here, and I'm willing to talk to everybody about it because I feel like I need to help other people. And I know I've wanted to make this video for so long, and I haven't done it, but I finally figured out the words to say, and it was just overnight. I was told by God that I needed to make this video because there was somebody out there who needed it more than I did, and more than I needed to be afraid. And I'm glad I got it off my chest that the words will carry with you forever, forever. And the girls that said those things and did things to me, I forgive them. Out of the greatness of my heart, I forgive them, because if it wasn't for them and it wasn't for the things that they did, I wouldn't be who I am, and I wouldn't be where I am today, and growing and prospering in my walk with God, and I wouldn't be doing as good as I am. I wouldn't have found happiness and found positivity and optimism, you know. I'm so thankful for everything that happened to me. And I just hope that anybody that has problems does come to talk to me, or finds somebody to talk to. Because I know whenever I had these problems, I ran away from them. I would avoid conflict, avoid everybody. I wouldn't even talk to my parents about it. And you need to find somebody to talk to. Because once you get it off your chest, once you talk about it and you realize you're so much better than what people are saying about you, you'll find happiness. And it's the best feeling ever. Thanks for watching.